Don Luke Electronics. The Alpha Geek, Geeking Out. Electronics, IoT, Teacher, Instructor, RD and Consulting. If you go to bed at night without learning something new that day, your day is not complete. Luke Paquin, 1973. Project number 15, Environment, SD, Mk28. Crowduino Uno, SD cards. There is an SD card slot on the Crowduino Uno, SD card board, with which you can easily use SD card to record and thus to read data on the SD card. The SD card uses the SPI interface, D10/D11/D12, plus a CS pin, D3 or D4, to communicate with the main microcontroller at Mk28. First, select the CS pin you want to use with jumper. To make your project more flexible, you can select either the D3 or D4 pin as your CS pin for SD card. The default is D4. If your D4 have been applied for other modules, you can select the D3, but notice to modify related files in your program, which we will discuss later.
Now the project here, this memory here, Uno here, base plate here, the temperature, humidity for plants here, here the screen here, and here sensor and this. So LEDs yellow here, and here LEDs green here. This here, the temperature humidity here. This pots here, plants here for salt. So this salt, the desert is here, and this the plant inside another one. So it's good. Date and time here, and this the button here, and green here, and go to the plant here, and like 1 second and see, and for plant and see number or battery here, and cable here, and here there's the cable for computer, and go to programming here. So it's good. Now the project here, the Arduino and programming here, pins here, and tools here. The Crow plus here, and memory here. So it's good. The base plate here, the salt temperature, the humidity here, date and time here, pots here, yellow here, and button here, yellow here, and here the green here. Temperature, humidity here, and that's it. Project here, and this. From here, wire here, the screen here, temperature, humidity here, time clock for here, the date and time, the cards here for this here, and this here, yellow here, button here, the time clock here, humidity and temperature here, pulse here, and threshold, and the screen here, moisture here, and LEDs here, and version here. So first the solve moisture here, temperature, humidity, this time and date and time. The button here, good. LEDs here and cards here, so good or nothing. And once a second here. This display here, this version here, and after the humid or not, so it's good. From here, time clock, so set up here, and date and time. The setup for cards here, and after the button and this and humidity version, date and time, temperature, humidity, and so, and that's it. So here is good or bad, and that's it. Temperature, humidity, and this. Now the project here, the Crowtail, and here memory here. So this is good. Here memory here is good. This good. The base plate here, moisture sensor here, screen here, and now LEDs here, one yellow and one green here, temperature, humidity here, plus for the humidity, because this the plants, this here big or small, so this here, date and time here, button here, and this here. So this go to plant here, and this the here, and see, and this good, and see more, so this, and see perfect here. So it's good for here, and read the temperature, humidity, moisture here, and temperature, humidity, and date and time. So it's good.
Patreon.
Now battery and cable here, and see the moisture here. So now the cable here, and Now the plant here, nothing, but here and this, the plant here and memory here, so it's good. The moisture and see and good or bad here, and this plant, plant good, so is good. Now the project here, the cards here, so now the here perfect for plants here, version and this here and this here, plants here, the memory here, so this one and another one, version here, date and time, humidity and temperature, and salt, moisture. So now go to here for this. So perfect for plants, for garden or house for plants. Bye bye.
Don Luke Electronics. Curriculum Vitae. Patreon. Facebook. YouTube. Twitter. Pinterest. Instagram. TikTok.